sparrow is a familiar tiny bird, in fact, so common that human beings often ignore their presence, and many consider them as pests. However, don't look at their size, there is an unimaginable amount of folklore associated with this bird. Let's learn about their symbolic meaning. Are not two sparrows sold for a penny? And not one of them will fall to the ground apart from your Father. But even the hair of your head are all numbered. Fear not, therefore. You are of more value than many sparrows. Matthew 10:29-31. Sparrows are also known as Old World sparrows or true sparrows. They are small and plump with tiny tails and sharp beaks. They are usually 11.4 centimeters in size. Primarily known as seed eaters, but they also munch on tiny insects. They have an extra bone in the tongue which helps stiffen the tongue while holding the seed. They are very social birds, and maybe that's the reason they love to nest in buildings, people's houses, etc. Often, we take this little bird for granted, but mind you, this bird can teach us many important things. Their small size gives them certain advantages. These birds love to stay in a clan, which can be quite scary for their predators. They certainly remind us that we don't need to possess cars or big houses to be important, and you don't need to have a loud voice to be heard. Different cultures have given them varied symbolic significance. Some consider them a good omen and some a bad one. Folklore: ancient Egyptians considered sparrows sacred. They believed sparrows caught the souls of individuals who passed away. Thus, sailors before going on their journey would tattoo the image of a sparrow, believing that, if they died in the course of their journey, these tiny birds would carry their souls away to the afterlife. In Indonesia, sparrows are considered a good luck charm. They are of the belief that if a sparrow enters somebody's home, either someone will get married in the family, or it will be an occasion to celebrate the birth of a newborn child in that family. In Indonesia, if a woman spots a sparrow on Valentine's Day, people believe she will marry a poor man, but they will live happily ever after. Another strange belief is that the loud cry of a sparrow brings rainfall. Sparrows are even mentioned in the Holy Bible. It states that God Almighty loves even the most insignificant of His creatures, sparrow, and not even one sparrow falls down to the ground without His permission. So, human beings are more important than sparrows, and He values His creation dearly. European people believe that if a sparrow flew into somebody's home, it was a sign of death. Anybody in the family, or maybe in the neighborhood, would die. So, what they meant was a sparrow was some sort of a death messenger? Another interesting fact: in Kent, England, an individual who catches a sparrow must kill it, otherwise his or her parents will pass away. Another variation to this superstition: he/she will die if they don't kill the bird. It was a sacred bird to Aphrodite, Greek goddess of love. According to her, sparrows symbolized true love and spiritual connection. Some beliefs that are associated with dreaming about a sparrow: when you dream about a sparrow, that shows your soft side, especially while listening to somebody's sad story. If you dream about a sparrow being hurt, your future will be filled with sadness. Holding a sparrow in a dream means that one will capture a thief very soon. If you dream about giving birth to a sparrow, that means you will give birth to a boy who will be courageous and frivolous. In Chinese culture, a sparrow is considered to be auspicious. It is a symbol of spring and happiness. If a sparrow nests in a Chinese family's house, they will never disturb the bird, because it is thought to have brought in good luck to the family. It symbolizes companionship, happiness, hope. It also denotes fertility and rejuvenation of the spirit. A sparrow always dreams about its goals, and it teaches us that an idle mind and idle hands should be avoided to live a fuller life. It is always searching for food and cares for its young ones. It symbolizes that no matter how big or tiny you are, you can conquer the world with your hard work. Connotes ancestral knowledge, gentle intellectual desire and fertility. Understands aspects of race, simplicity, joy, friendliness, inclusion, creativity, community, protection, awakening and triumph of common nobility. Life is symbolic, so start interpreting. I, actually, have a doubt in my mind. Why do we love what is rare, and ignore or hate what is common around us? Though a sparrow is a very common and small bird, it teaches us so many things. It all depends on how you interpret symbols, in a good or a bad way.